Hi friend, welcome to Learn with Krishna Sandeep channel. In this video, we'll write one important Java program to find prime factors for a number. So I have seen in the Telegram group, some of the folks were asking about how to find the prime factors given a number and how to find the largest prime factor for a given number, how to find sum of prime factors for a number. There are multiple programs I have seen in the group that were asked yesterday. So I thought of us doing the prime factors for a number, so that based on that you can find out, once we get the prime factors, right, we can find out the sum, we can find out the largest prime factor, we can find out the smallest prime factor, like that. So first we'll understand what is a prime factor. So prime factor is nothing but, okay, for a given number, whenever we multiply with the prime numbers, it should give the resultant number. Okay, for example, let's take what are the prime factors for 36. Okay, what are the prime factors for 36? So let's do it. How to find out the prime factors for 36? So given 36, let's start 2 to 18s. Let's leave 1. 1 is not a prime number. So a number which is divisible by, okay, which has only two factors. 1 in itself, we call it as a prime number. 2 18s, 2 9s, 3 3s. So for this 36, we say that 2 and 3 are prime factors. Okay, 2 and 3 are prime factors. Let's do it for 81. So let's start with 1. I mean, not 1, sorry, 2. Is 81 divisible by 2? No. Let's come to 3. 3 27s. And then 3 9s. 3 3s. So what are the prime factors for this number? Only 3 is the prime factor for this number. Got it? So this is how we find the prime factors of a number. So how do we find the prime factors? We need to start the loop. How do you, I'm explaining the coding sense. So what we'll do, suppose if we want to find the prime factors for 81, we'll start with 2. We'll check whether it is divisible by 2 or not. And then we'll check with 3. If it is divisible by 3, what we'll do, we'll further divide with the same number. Okay. So based on this, we'll write a logic. Suppose what we'll do for 81, we'll start the loop with 2. Is it divisible by 81? We'll check. No. So what we will do, we'll go with the next number. So further we'll check with the, start with the 2 and further we'll check with the 3 and then we'll check with the, okay, 4, like that. So based on what we need to do is whether we need to find out a prime factors and highest prime factors, or the, what we need to do is like, so we'll keep on incrementing. First we'll check whether it is divisible. Further we'll again check whether it is divisible by 3. Again we'll check whether it is divisible by 3. Okay, like that. Again next what we'll take one more number, 315, the last one. Just we'll understand the logic. If we understand the logic, right, it will be easy to write the program. So 3. So is 315 divisible by 2? No. What we will do, we'll increment and we'll check whether it is divisible by 3 or not. Yes. What we'll do, 3, how many times it will be divisible by? 3 1s are 3, 1 0 5s are will give you 315. Again what we will do, again we'll further check whether it is divisible by 3 or not. Yes, 3 3s are 9. Remainder is what? 1 5. Now what we will do, we'll increment 3 with 1 and we'll check whether 35 is divisible by 4 or not. No. So again what we'll do, we'll increment one more number. 4 will increment by 1 and 5. 5 will be here and 7 will be here. So 3 3 9 5 7. Okay, this is how it works. Let's write a program and I'll debug and I'll help you. Okay, let's write a main method first. And then what we'll be doing is, first we'll take a number, int number equal to 315, and then what we are going to do, we'll write one method called prime factors of number. and then we'll create a method for this prime factors. And now what we are going to do is so we'll start the loop as I told you, right? What we'll be doing, first we'll take one set. Why this set? I'll tell you. Has set of integer has set equal to new has set. Okay, has set of integer has set equal to new has set. Now what we'll be doing is we'll start the number with, for int I equal to 2, we'll start the loop with 2, I less than equal to n, I plus plus. So what this loop will do here, as I have told you, right? So we'll start the number with 2 and we'll check whether 81 is divisible by 2 or not. No. Okay, so first we'll start the loop with 2. So that is where we are writing this logic. For int I equal to 2, I less than or equal to number, here n is nothing but number, and then number, and then I plus plus. And inside this loop, what we'll do, we'll check whether the number is divisible by I or not. So how do we do that? Whether this number is divisible or not? While n percentile I equal to 0, so we say that number, okay, while number percentile I equal to 0, we'll say that factors dot has set dot add number. So when a number is divisible by I, then we say that it is a prime factor, and then we'll add that number to the has set. Okay. So finally what we will do, we'll print and one more condition is missing, number equal to number by I. So why are we writing this condition, number equal to number by I? Because if you see here, first what we will do, we'll check with 2, it is not divisible. Then we'll check with 3, 321s are. Again what we will do, we'll check with the same number whether it is divisible or not. So 327s are. How many times we'll check? Till it is divisible. Till those many times it is divisible, we'll check with the same number. So that is the reason what I am doing is, I am writing n equal to n by I. So what I am doing here, I am just saying number equal to number by I. Okay. For example, if it is 81, so what will happen? 81 percentile 3 equal to 0. True? Yes. Now what we will do? We'll check 81 by 3. 81 by 3 is what? 27. 81 by 3 is what? 27. Okay. Again we'll check 27 percentile 3 equal to 0 or not. Yes. True. Again, okay. Now what we'll do? We'll check 27 by 3, which will become 9. Okay. Again we'll check 9 is divisible by 3 or not. Okay. Like that we keep on doing that. So in order to do that, what we need to do? First we need to do 81 percentile 3, 27. Again we'll do 81 by 3. 81 by 3 is what? 27. Again 27 by 3 is what? 9. 9 by 3 is what? 9 by 3 is what? 3. Okay. 3 by 3 is what? 1. So till the number is equal to 0, what we will do? We'll keep on dividing with the same number I. Got it? So that is the reason I have written this number equal to number plus I. So finally what we will do, we'll print this hash set. For each system.out.println integer. Let's run the program and see the output. So for 1315, hash set or just do linked hash set here. That would be better rather than hash set. Now let's run the program. 337,105,315. Not like so if you see, right, we are getting the wrong output here. Okay, so why are we getting the wrong output is, instead of adding I have added number. So that is the reason we are getting the wrong output here. Okay, so I have to add the I. When a number is divisible, I need to add that. But instead I am adding the okay. Instead of adding that I am adding number. So that is the reason I got wrong output. Let's check again. You see here 3, 5, 7. These are the prime factors when we pass 315. When we pass 36, let's check how many prime factors we are getting. 2 and 3. These are the prime factors for the number 36. So the question was asked yesterday like, so given a number, okay, find out the largest prime factor. So how do you find out the largest prime factor? Out of 2 and 3, we need to, 3 is the maximum number. So how do we do that? So I'll just add one simple condition here. So whenever we are storing all the prime factors in this hash set. So what I'll do is, while iterating, I'll just take one variable saying int max underscore sum equal to 0. Okay, I'm just further enhancing the program so that whoever asks the program in the Telegram group, so that it will be easy for them to understand. So int max underscore sum equal to 0. So here what I'll be doing is, if integer greater than max underscore sum will, so what we'll do, we'll initialize max underscore sum with integer. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll max underscore sum with integer. So finally what we'll print, we'll print system.out.println max prime equal to max underscore sum. Let's run program and see. So if you see, max prime equal to 3. For example, if I pass 315, okay, so what are the prime factors, as well as we'll see what are the max prime as well. If you see 3, 5, 7 are the prime factors and the maximum prime is 7. Okay, and I have seen one more question asked regarding the same, how to find the sum of prime factors for a given number. So what we'll be doing is, while looping itself, we'll take one variable and we'll print the max, we'll print the sum as well. Okay, so here sorry, it is max prime, so I have given max sum. Let's take the variable as max prime. Okay, similarly what I'll do, I'll take max sum here, or just sum variable. Now what I'll do, whenever I am looping, I'll just say sum equal to sum plus integer sum equal to, here just I'll give sum equal to just sum. So what I'll do, I'll keep on looping this hash set, and whenever I loop, I'll add this integer to this sum. So first I will add 3, and then I will add in the next level, in the next I'll add 5, and then I'll add 7. So finally I'll get the output. Let's run the program and see the output. So if you see, sum is 15. So hope you understand, right, the logic as well as how we have written this program, largest prime factor. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and at the same time join my Telegram group, which is an interactive group where we'll be discussing all the programming interview questions asked in the campus elections. Okay, and especially it is used for people who are preparing for the product based companies like Amazon. So I'll giving you the Telegram link in the description. Don't forget to join that group, and it will be very useful for the students. Thank you.